Well, hello there, and welcome to another FAQ Monday. I'm your host, Fluff, and if you have a question, don't ask me. Go ask Ben Eller or something like that, and he'll tell you why you suck at guitar. It's better treatment than you'll get here. Let me tell you, pal. First question. What are your favorite albums of this year so far? It has been quite the good year for new music, not necessarily celebrity deaths, but there's been a lot of good music released in 2016. So in no particular order, I'm gonna start with the new Intervals record, new Architects record, the new If These Trees Could Talk record, Thrice, the new Thrice record is fantastic. The new Gojira. Let's see, I don't know if I can come up with the sixth one. I've lost my mind. Killswitch Engage. The new Killswitch Engage is really good, and the new All Hail the Yeti record. All of those records are good, and I highly recommend you guys go and check out all of those when you get some spare time in your busy schedules. Thoughts on Mick Thompson and Gus G going to Jackson Guitars? You know, I gotta say I was pretty surprised with Mick going to Jackson, although logistically and kind of business-wise, it does make a lot of sense because, you know, Jackson is owned by Fender and they already have Jim Root, so from an A&R standpoint, it would just be so awesome and so much cleaner, and it opened up so much more opportunity if you got both guitarists on board with endorsing some kind of a Fender brand or a sub-brand of Fender. Gus G, actually, that was the first guy that I saw go to Jackson out of those two mentioned. I saw a Facebook post about that and I went, wow, okay, well, interesting. And then Mick, I was like, what? Just like that, what? And he's been an Ibanez guy since 2003, I believe. So yeah, I think they're gonna do some interesting things. You know, they've given carte blanche to Jim Root to do how he sees fit with the Fender stuff. And that's resulted in some really, really cool guitars. So I can't help but think that they're gonna do the same thing with Mick and kind of let him take the reins, because I know that Ibanez is they're very strict. Even in their LA custom shop, they will not do certain wood combinations for no reason. And they will not do certain things. And that's what I have been told from very high profile Ibanez artists. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. And you know what, more power to Jackson. Bravo. To tell dad jokes or not to tell dad jokes? That is the question. How do you turn a duck into a soul singer? You put it in a microwave until it's Bill Withers. Hi Fluff, as a rhythm guitarist, what are your top 3 amp heads so far? And after all these years trying various amp heads, which one would you feel is the most versatile? Top 3 favorite amps ever would be KSR Gemini, 95 2-channel Mesa Boogie triple rectifier, and you know what? I'm gonna have to go with the Rev Generator 100 Mark II. I just love that damn amp. As far as the most versatile amp that I have ever played, you know what? That's gonna have to go to the Gemini for a few reasons, but chief among them is, and the reason why I am married to that amp now with Rest Repose, since we've literally written songs around that amp, is because on the second channel of the Gemini, it has a dual gain, and you can program a preset so you can have one switch, which is just a regular channel with the gain set at, let's say, noon for a crunchy tone, and then you engage gain 2, and gain 1 then becomes a built-in boost and cascades into gain 2 for giving you super uber chugginess without losing any of the tone, sustain, the low end, the crunch. You can switch back and forth. So what I do is use the front gain to I use it kind of high, And the second gain I will punch in and out for lead stuff, and that gain is actually backed off, so I kind of use it backwards from its intended purpose, but the dual gains, the dual foot switchable gains are incredible, and I also love the fact that with the Gemini, you cannot dial with your eyes like almost all of us do, and that's just what we've become accustomed to as guitar players these days. For example, on a clean channel with a Mesa Boogie, you would never ever think to set the gain to, 9 o'clock. You barely get any signal coming through the preamp on a rectifier, let's say, for example. On the KSR, you can turn the gain down all the way down, and you will get a nice, crisp, Fendery clean. It doesn't actually affect the volume the way it does on most other amps. I love that. I'm always constantly surprised about the KSR and the Rhodes stuff. Kyle is a brilliant, brilliant man, and I've said it for a long time, but I think they're some of the best amps made by man, period. My suggestion to you this week is to come see a show on the Sleep City Tour from my band, Rest Repose, starting this Friday, July 15th. We will be out for about 2 weeks, going all around the West Coast, playing some shows, headbanging, and all that good stuff. We're going out with Killing the Messenger and Suga Suga Blast Blast. So come on out, have a good time, come say hi, high five us, and maybe we'll give you a big sweaty hug, or not, depending on how we're feeling. You have been wonderful, I have been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.